Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. We are going to, I don't know, he's messing around with watercolors. I don't know if she's watercoloring.
I am.
In your funky junky?
Mm-hmm.
In her funky junky journal. There you go. That's what's happening today. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here because we're an arty-friendly bunch of folks, and that's how we know. If you're watching on replay, let us know down below in the comments. The longer, the better. 8 words, supposedly, or more.
Oh, really?
Supposedly. I don't really know where that was picked up, but
that was oddly specific.
Oddly specific. Yeah, let us know down in those comments. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Because that's the #1 thing that says, hey, YouTube, I like this.
Yeah.
Other folks might like it
I
too.
have 10 of you thumbsy upsies.
I show 31.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I guess I need to.
Update. Don't do that, because then you have to watch another commercial. All right, let's say hello to everybody. We've got Ann Webb is here. May. That's April. Becky is here. Betsy, Bobby, Brad's in the chat. Kathy Daniels, Carrie the Crafter, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Eddie, Elizabeth, Gerald, that's Jerry, Gray Light Gray, Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Healing is Recycling, that is Liz, Order Paper Craft says Mimi, you gotta watch tomorrow, because I got a special surprise for you. Jeanette, aka Janet, Jenny, Jennifer McKinnon, a little this and that, that's Jennifer Dice. Like nice, because that's what she wrote one day, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Lizanne, Margie, Organized Mom, that's Stephanie. Patricia C, she's back. She might be becoming a regular. Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Star Traveler, that's Linda. SWL, that is Sherry. Hello, everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. You didn't show up in the list. Give me some extra pinky hello hands. I'll get you helloed. Shall I go topside?
Mm-hmm.
Do this. Top view.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Lighting. Fabulous.
Fabulous lighting.
Yeah, I just keep having to move that. I don't know what's up. Anyway, carry on.
Okie dokie. All right, so here we are, folks. It's been a while since we watercolored. These are my Daniel Smith.
Oh, wait. You know what? We got to pause for a second. We're going to go back here. Did y'all notice? Hold on. See, I got to adjust that. That's my bad. That's a setup thing. That ain't her fault.
I don't even touch that thing. Other than to inadvertently whack it.
He's been very busy. This is why we haven't done stencils or a studio tour. But she's been making jewelry, which makes me happy. Because it's nice that she gets to enjoy the fruits of the labor of the whole week that we, busted our duties. But I do promise there will be
beads.
Yes, there will be peach painty stencil packs of stencils. Still working on that. Over there in the shop soon. She's promised me. And
only if y'all are interested.
I think folks are interested. And then we will do a studio tour. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to give that update. There we go. Back to topside. Back to our regular.
Okay. So here's the thing with these hair paints.
These hair paints.
So these are the colors that you see in the little squares. The rectangular colors are Daniel Smith. Let me see. No, it's not. Yes, Daniel Smith. Jean Haynes, All That Shimmers set, 6 tubes of iridescent paint. Okay.
Oh, Mimi's having surgery on Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to be here on Tuesday or not. I have jury duty. So, fingers crossed I get out of that. Because I'm just really not that interested in being a part of all that. I'm going to wear all my, all my buttons and things. My Arty shirts.
That ought to work to kick you out. Okay, so this is the way I do everything. I swear to God. So when I very, very carefully, put these in, and then I wrote down the names exactly the opposite.
Good for you.
I know. So
keep
get
people guessing.
You either get to see who lines up with whom, or you get to read the thing. Yeah. And I guess if you read upside down, you're good to go on both ways. Anyway.
There you go.
So I just leave that up there, even though it's on the wrong thing. And I did do, and I was pretty proud of this.
Yeah.
You know, the Daniel Smith, and that reminds me, I used my Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground on all of the papers that we're about to paint with. Now, I could have used some of this black, and I mean, I still can.
Yeah.
Just didn't think about it.
She's thinking about it right now.
I'm thinking about it right now.
It's happening. Y'all saw it.
But I got out my favorite brushes here. That one is probably way too big for what we're doing today.
Oh, Robin. She says, because PM Artist Studio loves the Carnival Western tissue, I splurged on a package. I used it for rusting metal, and it is glorious. It took the rust beautifully. I bet it did.
Oh, yeah.
Hadn't even thought about that.
And it's going to hang in there with you, too.
Yeah.
It's a tough booger. You can ruffle it up, and I mean, of course it will tear, but it doesn't. Yeah. All right, I did add a drop of water to everything. I'm just going to go ahead, and some of these are kind of sucking it up as they are wont to do, since they are dry paints.
Wonderful. There we go. Becky says, yes, Mariah, wear all the flair. A very opinionated flair. Refuse to remove it, and that will get you moved along.
Yeah.
No.
For sure. For sure. Okay, so basically what I have here is my saber, right? Is that what this is called? No.
You want it to be called that. It's called a dagger brush.
Dagger. Yeah. Okay, and this is also a form of a dagger.
I believe so, but I think it has a different name, and that one has a number on it.
Yes, it has a number, 3386.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 3/4 inch.
Where I think the dagger is a ½ inch, or they do it by the size, but yes, I don't know that it has a number.
It's ½ inch. It doesn't. It's Princeton. It's Neptune.
Yeah.
From the sea. And this little jobber here.
I don't think it's still.
It's the same. It's 3386. I guess that's just the packet, because these all came together. All right? Yeah. What?
Becky had further suggestions, but I'm just going to leave those in
on getting out of jury duty.
Yes.
I told her if it's grand jury, she should go for it. Those are really fun. I had a great time with my grand jury experience.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily against it, because I obviously am very for participating in I don't know. There's so many thoughts on that, but participating in whatever system that we have in place seems to be working for some and not everyone. So that part I am interested in, but also it is like the county. It's pretty far away. It's about 30-40 minutes away during regular traffic stuff. And I don't like being in traffic, and sort of stresses me out. Again, it is what it is.
I was looking for something. Oh, yeah, I was looking for. I keep forgetting. Von Sobel is her name, but I can't remember her first name. I need to, I had it written down here.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she's somebody I should know.
My civic duty.
Mm-hmm. The von Sobel would indicate, Germanic. But, not necessarily. Maybe she's, I don't know, just married Mr. von Sobel. That stuff happens.
It happens that way sometimes.
On a real frequent basis. Okay, so here we go. Now, I do want to do kind of loose, watery,
Hi, Jenny.
stuff here.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
And
Jenny.
I move this out, and then I'm going to move it back so I can get to the stuff back there, because it looks to me I've already got some stuff mixed up, and there'd be
Real shame.
a real shame to not, capitalize on what you've already got. And I think it's very interesting on these. Some of my favorite colors here are these. Surprise, surprise. These right here and this one right here. Now I do like this purple down here,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of a little bit. I don't know. It grays out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of hard to keep that little bit purple. But these three colors right there are simply wonderful, and they're really. Don't forget, when you're watercoloring, it's really important to use water, a lot of it, if you want a washy.
Yeah.
Washy kind of,
Oh. Oh, well, Carrie took it away.
What?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to see if he rewrites it. Maybe he did. I don't know. I was just about to say it, then it went away. Hey, Yonka.
Okay, so I've got some colors mixed up here, and you can see these three colors are repeated over here. But what I just want to do, now, all of the surfaces here have been painted on. This is what I spent a big chunk of yesterday doing, was transparent watercolor ground over the top of my papers. Two reasons. One, to strengthen and keep them from not dissolving as you're adding a lot, because I don't just add a little bit. I don't.
Yeah. You don't go lightly.
I don't. That's not part of my operating vocabulary. But anyway. Okay, so I'm just, going to go in here and kind of muck up the edges a little bit. I don't necessarily want it to be
You're not trying to fill the entire space.
I'm just adding some things that are going to make it a little more interesting and a little less like it's
like you just glued in a square piece of paper.
Yeah.
This is what I do with markers.
This is what Mariah does with markers. And also to kind of get rid of all of this white.
Okay, I love it. So he reposted his comment. His new head arrived yesterday, so Big Bad Bald Bob now is going to have a partner. Fiery Phil will be joining him soon.
I don't even understand a single thing you said.
He got a new foam head he's going to be working on, and his name's going to be Fiery Phil.
Fiery Phil. Oh. Well, there you go. Fiery Phil, huh?
We may have to do heads. Get all our heads together.
I don't know if I absolutely love this watercolor ground. It doesn't allow for watercolory effects so much.
It's just more of a surface for it to grab onto.
It's just more, and you should know that going into it, that it really.
Hi, Tony.
Because you can see you're not getting a good spread here. There we go.
There.
There we go. Get a little smushy stuff on here.
If you are a spray person, you could do this with sprays.
You can.
You're kind of playing a dangerous game there, Patricia.
Well, I'm kind of mopping it up. I think that's going to work. I'll just flip this over on Ms. Van Sobel here.
And not her roast beef.
Okay. So there we go. Now, here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Fun fact. You can only work on one side at a time.
That's why I said it was a dangerous game you're playing there with your little,
Yes, and this was especially problematic when I was painting that on because, my little flippy pages here, I'll give you a better example.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't seen some of this one. So this is good. All right. So you saw me write this. What are you laughing about, Mariah? Irreverent behavior.
I just my little side chat.
Okay. So anyhow, I wrote this right onto the card. And then I painted over it with the watercolor stuff. And what happened was it kind of just disappeared. And I think what happened was that this was a Brusho paper.
Oh, Brushos.
Brusho just took over everything. And you see that right there? That's the K from crack.
Oh, thank you, Gray. Thank you for mentioning that too. So she says that she's really enjoying the replays we posted. It's fun to see you before you named things like pups and long hauls and watching history. Yeah, and then it's kind of crazy to see, there's definitely some just, staple PM Artist Studio, our personality obviously has not changed much. Some of the aesthetics and obviously our, naming of things has gotten better. But the disagreements, thoughts, feelings, all that is standard PM Artist Studio.
Yeah, it is.
It's built in. It's in the batter. I was cracking up about that because Eddie called me out on one of them. He says, "Oh," because I was at the earlier one and there were a few people, but nobody was really chatting a lot. So I was like, okay, well, I can kind of let it be. And I worked up here and did arty stuff yesterday, which was fantastic and enjoyed that very much. And then Eddie was like, "Hey, where you at?" So we had a great time though. That was fun.
Okay, so I just added a little bit of the lunar blue and the perylene green together here to get kind of this inky color here. And I would just advise everyone and do this as soon as you get your watercolors, because you can see the mess that mine are in right now. None of them would be true colors. And this does kind of take a little bit of your time,
But it's worth it.
but big payoff.
Yeah.
Big payoff.
Hi,
Because now I
Mariah.
can pull this out and I'm going, okay, now I think I want some more of that. Let me see. Okay. So that little darker color, I'm just putting right on the edge there to just give a little bit of a shadowy effect to, and take away some of the white of the, and you get too much. There. Now, it doesn't look like you just plunked it down and it was,
Right.
yeah, I like it. And then do you see here's my crack. I was very proud of that.
That's well done.
That's a pups. Pups. Okay, so you notice this rounded edge. It wasn't like that the last time you saw that because I just did it. But I did it because it's repeating this one here.
Very nice. And the O.
Yes, and the O.
Oh.
And then I had to put this down because unfortunately when I did write this that I also just covered up.
And about 2 seconds prior to that said, "Hey, Mariah, you need to use the right marker. Don't use something that's going to bleed through." As she then picks up a marker and writes the thing. And she's like, "Oh, well, I just told you not to do that, didn't I?" It's like, yeah, you did.
Oh, ain't life.
That was pretty funny.
Pretty funny. Okay. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to get some of this blue.
They all really like your crack.
They like my crack. Oh, did you like my crack? Yeah, I know.
It's crack a lacking.
And I've cut that hand out. You remember? We did hands. And this is the one that it didn't turn out very well on the edges, but boy, it was great. And I used it throughout. I'll show you that in a minute. That's kind of a surprise. Okay, so I've got my children here. It says, "Don't handicap your children by making their lives easy." Okay, so.
Easier said than done.
Well, this is true. This is very true. I kind of need this a little closer to my area of operations here. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, all right. So what do I need here? I need to wash my brush out.
I did. I'm very excited for that.
For what?
Carrie's some of his new products coming up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think that this is the blue that I want. Just get some of that going over here. Yeah, now see, that's great. So I want some of that over on this side because I don't really have any of
that
this blue over here, but I also want to take some of this blue and put it here. And all this is it just makes people think, oh, look at, isn't that really wonderful? Look at the intentionality there. Plus, you get rid of all the obnoxious,
like the super white shiny sticker.
Super white shiny stickers. Now they have been
watercolor grounded.
Yes, they have. Thank you. And they've also had glue applied. And the last thing that you can do if you get a little bit too much on, you can always come in and mop it up with a paper towel. There, I kind of like that. And I do want to get a bit of a little.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Shadow going there. And a little bit over here, just for shiggles. And grins. And I think that's kind of nice. Now the thing about this is, unless this is the middle page, it's not going to make a flipping bit of difference. Quite honestly, folks. But you never know. And I don't know right now. That's the color I want. Yeah. Look at me.
Look at you.
We're going to get a little of this over here. Color in our little girl down here.
Oh, it is on my to be watched. But yes, Darcy has videos out on making fall papers and autumn leaves.
Oh, I like to do that.
Well, you should check out how Darcy's doing hers. Maybe you'll get some new ideas.
I don't want all the white to go away. I just want to kind of
tone it back. Because they're very shiny and
yes.
stark.
Yes.
So they look brand new.
And I think that this is nice. I think that's just the right amount there. I don't think I need to overplay that. Okay, so we're going to.
I still feel like you're kind of really pushing the limits there of all the work on the different papers.
There we go.
Pages, okay.
There we go. Okay, no, you haven't seen this. So here's what I did. I took the pups. Actually, I did that after I did the writing here.
Yeah.
And I love this.
She learned her lesson.
Play is often talked about as if it were a relief from serious learning. But for children, play is serious learning. Play is really the work of childhood. Fred Rogers. I loved Fred Rogers. He's just, he is a cool dude on so many. Yeah. Really is. All right, so what do we need here? Well, I'm not sure.
Maybe golden it up.
All right, that is always your answer.
Well, you got yellowy gold stuff there, so.
I do have yellowy gold, but I think I've got that covered.
Oh, okay.
Now I need some of this bluey green up here by the eyeball.
Yes, that very Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Hi, Fran.
Hey, is that Fran?
One and only.
Well, don't we have two? Or we used to have some.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, Fran, I read your letter the other day when you weren't here.
But Violet was. Did she tell you about it?
I'm pretty sure that she did, because Violet's just that kind of girl.
Getting her note up on what's happening. Well, her family's in town, remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, how's that going?
Oh, you're so welcome. I think a lot of folks, like the the first batch definitely has arrived of the giveaway packages for the most part. I mean, obviously, there's usually a day or so, and then there's always something. There's always something about shipping things. I got a notification that a truck had broken down, and that so the one package that I thought was going to be there at a certain time was not going to be.
Oh, all right. Now, all of you get ready here.
Oh, look at that! You gotta hold that up into the technology if you can.
Yeah, that's pretty dry. The thing about it is when stuff's drying, you just don't want to put a bunch of stuff together and squeeze it.
And remember, a lot of these stickers came from the Edward Gorey book that Ann Moore sent her.
Yes.
She's not shared the stickers with me. I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Well, it would.
Even though I've been sharing my stickers with her.
I'm keeping it my book over.
It's been
here.
on lockdown over there. But she would share.
I would.
If I asked specifically for something.
That little head. I really like that little head sticking up there in that that moon kind of thing.
It was so good. The colors and everything. I'm very proud of you.
I know. And like, this is a pups.
This is kind of matchy things that I do. She usually doesn't really care. She's just more about the subject matter.
This is very true. And I'm kind of getting a little bit more of that turquoise in there, even though, like I said, you're probably not going to see that. But what, the pants on the creature here, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't think it's...
Right, it's not supposed to be anything particular.
Yeah, anything particular. Now I'm going to put this down again because I want to add a little bit of mucky moo to the back of this.
Oh, Carrie says, just a heads up, everybody. The color combo video for September may be launching a day late, as it is out of his control. As he's kind of the victim of the what I spoke about with the car or truck breaking down.
Oh,
and what turned out to be, it's like it wasn't even like a day later. They pushed it out like many days, which was kind of crazy.
What truck are they talking about?
A UPS truck.
Well, they just have one?
Because maybe his was already on the truck and there was just, I don't know. They don't give you details.
Wow, that's really a wonderful way to run a business, have one truck.
Yeah, I think they have more than one truck. But I do think that, kind of once something is on a truck, then it is sort of like, that's where it's at.
Okay, so I'm looking at this over here, and I'm really, this is why, be prepared to modify your plan. I don't like this.
Hi, Lizzie Jean.
I think it needs a little bit of red, but not too red.
Yeah, don't get murdered.
See, I'm looking at this corner up here, and that's where I'm getting.
Well, that's more orangey, rusty brown, or rusty.
Yeah, okay.
Orangey, rusty orange.
That's too purple. Can you see this? Oh yeah, you can. You can see me mixing around here. Does this seem like things are way far away? And then I do need a little piece of test paper here. And this is one of the reasons that I have. Okay, see, that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Hadn't even thought about that, Sherry. That is
about what?
Like if you have if you have meds that are being delivered by a...
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, that would be real... I would assume that you could probably go to the doctor and they would give you a kind of an emergency...
Yes, they will. I assure you they will.
Extra pain in the butt, but I'm sure that there are some, circumstances where that could be rectified. But if you live out in the middle of nowhere... Get to the doctor's.
See, look at that.
All kinds of ways that can go wrong.
I think it just made it feel a little bit more.
And yes, part of the design versus just something.
And this and this, and now you have that. You have that.
Congruity. Congruent. Congruity. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, that.
It belongs together.
Okay, and over here on this edge, I'm going to come in and with this here, just because I think it needs a little bit of this on this side too. And the whole idea here is, you know, it's meant to be kind of ucky looking.
Yeah.
A little bit ucky looking. Okay, this is nice over here. Okay, I kind of think that that's good. Maybe we should bloodshot the eyes just ever so slightly.
I don't know about that, but okay. Ah, yeah. So Liz says that in the U.S. you can explain the situation to your doctor, pharmacist, and they will or pharmacist, and they will hook you up.
All right, I think this is good.
I like it. I think that is just a lovely little piece of the book. I'm very curious as to how it's all gonna come together.
Yeah, kind of like that. All right, so we're just going to, and I cleaned all this off so
Hi, Sunny.
everything could lie flat back here. And
she's been keeping things very tidy.
I have. And I have to show you this because I did this just yesterday. Okay, so remember the pants that were just hanging out there? Okay. So I found this little critter in the Edgar Gorey thing, and I just cut off his legs because he was on a skateboard. Put those down at the bottom.
He got pants.
He got pants. And, you know, he's tooting his horn, you know, saying...
As he should, because he got some pants, you know.
And I know I need something on this page, but I haven't decided what yet. But I did add this little thing down here. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, I love that.
Am I in the right place here?
You are.
Gosh, that's amazing. See, this always needed to be on this side because I always felt like yeah. Okay, so both sides of this have been colored with...
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this page is supposed to close here. All right, there we go. So we'll just start by adding a little bit of something here, you know, a little interesting something here. Turquoisey interesting something here. Is this turquoise? It's really hard for me. Oh, that's kind of dark. That just needs a touch of green to it. It's not quite as turquoisey as I want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I like it.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's getting there. And this truly is like washy. This is when people talk about a wash.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. It's just adding a little bit of color to break up the edges and make them a little less stark. Now see, you can see.
Just that little of this, I think it's great.
And I love this little saber brush because it holds a lot of, and I looked up those, and I don't know, there's something wrong with my credit card again. It says that I need to check with my bank. I tried to order one of those brushes.
Oh, goodness.
And it
When was this?
yesterday. Matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Where did you try to order it from?
From the company in Japan.
Oh.
Fu-oo-me.
Me?
Fu-oo-me. Kind of. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, but it's the one where it has a big fat bristle and then it has the little skinny
and you
yeah, I know I keep talking about that. I'm so impressed with that.
And she's trying to make it
and
happen.
I just, you know, I know.
I like to, yeah.
I just know that I need it.
You just know that well, your bank said maybe you don't.
My bank doesn't seem to agree.
It said, "Hey, lady, would you please stop shopping online? We flagged your account."
Don't remember putting them in charge of my spending.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know. Okay. Yeah. Now see, I like that. It's just enough that it's gonna, and I don't know what's gonna happen on this page, but I think I need to add some more stuff to that before I start making color choices here. Now here's the other thing. It is coming through ever so slightly here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like full blown. That's the other reason that you cover both sides of your hoop-de-doo here.
Hoop-de-doo.
I just wanted to get a bit of the turquoise, even though it's not same.
Same thing.
And I probably should hold off on this.
But you felt right about that.
I felt good about that. It does need a bit more green to it. Where's my green? Oh gosh, I hate using this green because it's just so
zingy. Yeah, it's a zingy green.
Ooh.
I like that though. I think that was actually the color you were kind of looking for.
Okay, I don't want to get too precious here. Don't know if I need anything right there, but I kind of like something on this side here. Kind of got started with some of that really cool. Oh, we need something a little punchier with this.
Yeah, it's a fight that combat orange. Yeah,
that's
so true. Well, peach. Sorry,
coral. Coral.
Shades of annoyance. At the very least. Is it, I was just kind of sitting on top of the grounds there.
What?
Does it eventually kind of soak in, or does it just dry up?
That's a really good question, because I didn't do any of this ahead of time, which that would have been a really...
Oh, you don't have grounds on this part.
Brilliant move on my part.
Okay. See, we're learning things. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Anthony got some quartz crystals that are going to find their way into his next batch of magic wands.
Ooh.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So again, we're just going to not get too carried away. Now you can see this is soaking in somewhat, but it does leave a nice little, you know, a nice little aura.
Oh, Robin wants to know, so when you were buying the Japanese brush or attempting to buy it, did they not have the PayPal option?
They did have the PayPal option.
You should have done that then.
I did, and it still wouldn't go through.
Well, that's interesting. It's her bank, seriously. That they are Brad and I constantly are like, that's weird.
Well, it was here in Wiley, Saxy Wiley, you know.
I do like that. Paula says, okay, we need a t-shirt. Strange purchases. PM Artist Studio. Get your purchases flagged. Recommended by.
And the whole dadgum thing about it is, is that the PayPal account is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what Robin was saying. She's like, yeah, usually she uses hers for that sort of thing, that exact reason.
And I don't know. I've been up to the bank to talk to these people.
That's okay. We're gonna work that all out. Yeah, soon enough. Things are getting sorted. I love what you're doing, though. This is more interesting.
I think it is, and I think the whole thing about it is that, just don't feel like you have to cover it all up at once. Just keep coming back and hitting things up. Okay, so this was really, I will admonish you, if you are going to use your product to go over things, make sure you clean up your little edge there, because I glued that shut and I had to
extricate your card.
Open it. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to add a little bit of this kind of, I mean, a lot of this is just like people,
grungy gold.
People that, grunge up their edges with whatever.
Yeah, like if you do the coffee dyed papers or you use the, inking, all those different ways to make it look older or just add that grungy look. You can do it with watercolor.
Running out of my grunge here.
You can do it with sprays. I do it with markers and sprays. It's more my
bit more. And it's not like the end of the world kind of thing where you this isn't going to make it or break it, but I think it does add a bit of interest. Okay, now I'm really seriously not putting this back in here because it will stick to the. Just put this over here, lean this up against the wall. Okay, so here we are on the piggy page.
Anne says that is a wonderful Junky journal page.
I know, isn't it? It's just like the
Junky junk journal.
It's just the best ever. And then I found this little tiny bit. See that little thing right there?
You need to hold it up closer to the technology so people really appreciate the tiny bit that you.
I found it.
Yeah, on the floor?
No. I did a whole card with once that I found stuff on the floor and my desk. And it turned out quite nicely.
Hey, it might be that they aren't shipping to the U.S. anymore. Or at the moment.
Who?
The company, the Japanese company that you were trying to purchase from.
Because of all of the.
Yeah. Who's it? What's it?
I just about said something and I would have been.
Well.
Yeah. Everybody would have been. Oh my gosh. Now look at that. Now that is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, remember I've got many pages.
She's playing with fire.
Pages within pages within pages, and that stuff doesn't make them rather stiffy. Stiffy. So, just keep that in mind.
Hey, Vicky.
Getting a little color on. It doesn't matter what color it is, really. Just.
And Vicky says cute pig.
Pardon?
One of these days she's gonna. Okay, remember Vicky? Vicky from the art camp.
Oh yes.
Yes, and she was the one who told you about the pig. Like she was like, you just keep a pig, however you just do you. Yes. So now every time she sees the pig, she says cute pig. Because I told you your pig needed things.
She intimated that my pig was somehow or other faulty.
Inferior. I just thought it had more potential. There's a difference.
It's kind of bunchy in the middle, but he has his personality. She has such personality. I should pink her up a bit.
Oh, I like that. The one stuff is mud.
Yeah.
So she's kicking it up.
Yeah, and I kind of maybe need to make that a bit muddier.
Mucking around in the mud, as pigs do.
Mucking about. And you know, really, it's not that they like the mud so much, but they do like the coolness of the mud.
Oh no, Jeanette. All right, we'll see you a little later.
There we go. Now let's bring in a little of this blue sky here, which is turning green. That's all right.
It does that sometimes. It's usually when a tornado's coming.
Yes. And if your sky does turn green, you probably need to be moving about.
Mm-hmm. Don't be staring at it.
Getting yourself organized. And, you know, collecting your. Okay, now see, look at that. Just adds so much more liveliness to.
Becky's excited about the pig having color. Yeah, that really has improved the pig greatly.
Immensely. Yes.
It's not just a little doodly pig. Pig with personality.
Yes. Okay. Oh, liking that. I think that's really quite marvelous. All right, let's get some.
That pig's making her proud.
Now, is that the fold? Yes, that's
And give that pig a blue ribbon.
Yes, and I kind of think I want this blue to be a little less blue.
It's a prize pig. Sorry. I'm just.
Well, I don't care what she says about my pig. I like it.
I like your pig. I said it was a prize pig. It deserves a blue ribbon.
No, the music page came to me in this particular blue, so.
Vicky says best pig ever.
Oh, he's turning into a really splendid specimen. I don't know if but see, that's going to be on the other page. So
what are you talking about? The green that's kind of
gold and the green here just
infiltrating.
Really brown that out a bit. A little murdery.
A little murdery there, but that's all right. I want to give that pig a ribbon. Hold on.
All right, now look at that page and how much improved.
I would think that there's a ribbon in here somewhere.
Much improved vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that side yet, but okay, let's focus on our page here on the opposite page. Now, again, we don't necessarily know that this is going to end up because we haven't, done the book part yet. But we definitely need to get a little bit of stuff on this page because this page is just really, really boring and plain and
I got a whole page of pigs. I need a ribbon.
I do not.
You don't need more pig. You need a ribbon. Really hoping there was going to be one in here.
Okay, now we're going to kind of have to just allow that to sit for a spell there. And I think that we can use this one to prop this one up. There we go. Let this dry a bit, and it will dry lighter. We always know that.
You want a chicken for your pig?
A what?
Your chicken?
A chicken?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't think so. I have to show you this.
Here, how about this is a little big, but I thought this was hilarious. And I have no idea why it was in there, but so Mo will really enjoy that. I don't even know why we wrote it on that one.
I didn't write that. Is that your writing?
No, it must be Judy P then. Because she sent us those.
Her reference.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll put it over here.
We need the mini version of that.
Yeah, we do.
Size matters. Your pig should have a prize that matches its size.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I closed this page like this, you saw this writing here, and I did not like that at all. So I took this little piece of pups and glued it down here. Isn't that brilliant?
That looks really good.
Yeah.
And whoever colored around that girl just did a real bang up job.
Isn't that the truth? Absolutely. Okay, so there's the quote, and then you close this, and it's like this. Okay, I'm kind of thinking that this white here is not, like making me super happy. I don't want to ruin it, but I think it would benefit from some just random sky color there.
Ooh, that's pretty. Wait, y'all see what I got into like yesterday. I'm gonna show you. I got a lot of show and tell tomorrow, and then we're gonna finish the frogs. And I got more information for the frogs because like frogs need more meaning in their life other than just hearing, seeing, and speaking no evil. We need more information.
Okay, now see, look at that.
It was. Yeah.
Doesn't need to be like super, And I think I did go over this guy with a little. Okay. All right, we'll put that aside. What else do we have back here that needs something desperately? Okay, so I do want to be careful with this because I want it to, this goes this way.
That's exactly right, Carrie.
I don't want to lose this because I think it's very, very wonderful.
Did you do that on your own? I mean, like, I don't remember you doing that.
What?
On camera. Like gluing that down and stamping around it. And
I don't remember.
Have you enjoyed having access to the stamps over here and being able to see them and walk up to them and doing all that?
Yeah.
That means it's a really good job, but she just doesn't want to admit it.
I did, I'm trying to kind of get a...
Okay, she glued it on the stream, but did not stamp it. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember using the stamps.
Huh. Well, I could just swear that...
You'd done that. Maybe.
I don't know what people do without eyedroppers.
A big old dropper. That is not an eyedropper.
That's an eyedropper.
Maybe for farm animal.
Look at that. Isn't that just fab?
Well done on the purple match. Yeah.
Well, I think it probably needed a teeny weeny bit more.
Oh, I think I mean, you don't have to be spot on.
It doesn't have to be
In fact,
spot on.
sometimes it's kind of nice if it isn't, because then you still have a little contrast there.
But I knew that when I had these papers all.
All right, and don't lick.
Darn it.
That's where it's nice if you just have a little wipe, and then you can. She's just gonna rub it. Lick it.
I'm gonna rub it. I'm rubbing it, Mariah. Okay, now out here in the middle, give this a little bit of.
That's good. That's good, Becky. Bye, Lizzie Jean. Thanks for hanging. Oh, if you have not watched Ted Lasso is hilarious. I didn't watch all of it, but I enjoyed what I did watch.
I like it just like that.
I do too. I think that's fabulous.
Don't know if this needs anything, but I don't have to decide that right now.
No.
You know what? I really do have to decide this right now.
Yeah, because you got it out. And
I do not like this.
I agree with that. And he's, yep, a little tapping back. Make it a little more part of the background versus just something glued on top. Integration, y'all.
Yes, it's muy importante. No, you know, because it has been covered with the and it's kind of interesting because it's rippling out, but I really like the rippling effect of it.
Like the added value of texture.
Added value.
Surface delineation has been achieved.
Okay, so we're coming back to this one. Here we go again. With and I should cut out little. Oh, let's look in the book.
Well,
but you can
busy.
See, I have been. See, look at this.
There's new things.
I added some color.
I'm impressed with your use of the stickers and whatnot.
I'm pardon me. I'm impressed. All right, let's see if we can find some. We're gonna see if we can add a little head here to the mix here.
What kind of thing are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. I will know when I see it.
Okay.
Now, see, here's our little
guy tooting his horn.
Pup.
Before he got pants, long legs.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know the cat body right there. I want that. And then I can have. I really like this little dude here.
She has kind of been doing some different things. For one, so this started out at the little art camp thing that we went to. This little day camp thingy, which was fantastic. Met some wonderful people and met up with some other people that we knew. And so this was the project that Mary Thomas put together. So she gathered all the pieces and made these packets. I mean, it's super fabulous. And I mean, just the amount of time and effort and everything that she put into it. Just, I hope she knows how greatly appreciated.
And yes.
Yeah, because we understand. which has made such a wonderful project for the both of us. Now, I was able to achieve my book that day. Like, I mean, I made it into a book. She's coming out a different direction, which is typical of P. So she's been working on it, and this is called the Funky Junky because it's, you know.
I'm going to keep the bottom part.
Yeah, save those for later. I love it. That makes
just cracks me up because
just save that for later.
He saves.
Save that for me.
Stuff you save for later usually
it's ridiculous. There are weird things
headed
in our
for
refrigerator.
The trash from the get-go.
But I just put it in the refrigerator because I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'll just throw it away later when you're not engaged in this.
Now, I do kind of like this little bandit guy, and see these pants are kind of going forward, and he kind of fits that. Sometimes it's really hard to get these little boogers out. Oh, look, here's a little pupsy looking over the fence.
No,
I'll have to
he's
remember
sad.
that. But getting these out of here, it does take a bit of trickery. I don't want to cut his little tail off, but I don't want his legs, even though they are adorable. Put them back in there for
later.
This just cracks me up every time I look at that. It just makes me laugh.
I'm very impressed with how well those pants go with those characters.
And who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew when I was gluing those pants down
that later on
that I would find somebody to stick onto the top part.
Fit them pants.
All right, now before we all get so excited about this, what you need to do:
glue them little buggers down.
Yeah, because if I put any watercolor down at all, they immediately curl their little bodies up.
Because they're a coated paper, and that coating does that ripply, pulley, curly business. All the things. It does all the things, y'all, that you don't want it to. Another thing, once you get those guys glued down, you should hold this up into the technology so we can really
see and appreciate it. Okay.
And that is one of the crickets that y'all hear down there. Nobody's being hurt. Needs a little greasing.
Do you grease them?
That's fabulous.
So this paint that is on here right now is not acrylic. I mean, is acrylic. It's not watercolor. But I went ahead and used it because I wanted to kind of, well, you could see the advertisement for Subway.
Oh, okay. So, a couple of things here. Oh, it looks like they're dancing. Very cool. Joyce says, love that page, sweeter as the days go by. And then Paula says, Pete, could you use Derwent paint box more waterproof? I wonder if she's talking about like the Inktense. Because they do lock in more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what she's maybe saying. And then Diane would like to know, did you make your green bracelet? No, she did not make the green one, I don't think.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that green one. Yes.
This is made from beads sent to me by
was it Judy P?
No.
Sue? Catherine?
Maybe Sue. I don't know. But this is the one I was talking about the other day. This is my
I've sent the beads.
Wilma.
But did you color them green?
No, they came that way.
Okay. I just don't remember.
Yeah, okay. Just putting a little shadow under the shoe business here.
Yes, the Inktense one is what. Yeah. That is a very good idea, by the way. That was funny. I thought it was funny. Ooh, it just gets better and better. I feel like the more that you add to these, sometimes they just get better and better.
And
He told me one of my pages was, or my little spreads were done, and I was like, yeah, I don't really think that that's true, but at the moment it was done because I hadn't come across the thing that I needed.
And see, that is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
One must always, and these little turquoise marks were on the advertisement.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't want to see any of this Bass white business here. I want Maurice to come forward.
Maurice.
Chevalier.
Now, this was one of the pages that you treated with the...
All of them have been painted.
But that other one you said that you had not. The kind of peachy page. I thought you said you hadn't put the watercolor browns on it.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. If that's the impression you got, no, that is not so.
Okay. Because I was just saying, was it soaking in or not?
All of them have been painted, both sides.
With the watercolor grounds.
With the watercolor.
That's why she's able to do what she's doing and it not become a hot, soppy mess.
Exactly.
Or a cold, soppy mess. Temperature doesn't really apply.
There we go. Just a little bit of whatchamacallit here. And I don't know, do I need to do something there? This plummy color here.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Now, see, these have not been painted over the stickers because I just put them on.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to do a comparison.
Hello, Kathy. And welcome to those of you that have come in to say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you are here, especially so we can say hello to you, because that's how that works. If you're watching on replay, no worries. Let us know down in the comments below. We'll make sure we comment back and then give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Oh, that's great. All right. See, sometimes you worry me, and then I'm like, no. This is how she feels when she watches me too.
And again, I don't know that these pages are going to be next to each other. Probably, most likely not.
Oh, right. You're going to add more to them, or?
Well,
I don't know how you're going to assemble this thing. I'm a little worried about all that, but try not to obsess about it.
Well, that's good. I'm happy that you're not obsessing about it. Gives me great relief.
That's funny, Paul.
I was trying to find a little mushroom down here for this corner.
Oh, you want a mushroom?
Oh, I have there, but they're all too big. They're just too big, Mariah.
Well, I don't know if that's true, Patricia. Just make sure you're looking at the right book. We've got a couple of different books.
Okay, that could be true. And I just love how that kind of puddles up there on the other side of
Here, look. There's some tiny little mushrooms on this page. See?
Yeah. Okay, can I have the Amanita?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Get some glue on it.
Oh, that is a very good question, Diane. She asked, what is the difference between regular watercolor and watercolor ground? Watercolor ground is basically like, watercolor gesso.
It's clear.
But, it actually comes in a lot of different colors.
It does.
The one that she particularly used here was the clear. And it just preps the page, a surface that is not typically meant for watercolor, or you have watercolored and then you want to do more to it without affecting the color underneath it or what other medium is there, then you prep it with the watercolor grounds to then hold on to the watercolor. But one of the things that we were saying earlier is that you do need to kind of keep in mind that just because it is prepping a surface for the watercolor, it does not act like watercolor paper in the fact that it's not going to be absorbent. It actually just more grabs onto the pigment and sits on top and then dries. I think that's good information. So there isn't like oh wow, this is not what I expected. Because it's a preparation for the surface.
Yeah. Now see, look at that. Isn't that just adorable?
I love it. It's super fun.
So too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what bothers me on this page is this bright blue here.
Yeah.
It's just not very Barney.
Oh, it isn't. It's not a barn blue?
It's not barn blue. So, we will just take care of that right away. It's kind of murdery, but
A little bit.
what?
Paula's got the best stories.
Okay, well, I decided if you can't obliterate something, you just need to repeat it.
The blue was not. It was resisting.
No, I didn't glue that owl's head down. I feel bad about that. Probably should get to that at some point in time.
Will the colors dry lighter than when they are first put down? Yes. One of my biggest frustrations with watercolor. This will all lighten. A lot. That is Fran's little footsie play. One of the latest design. Well, yeah, it was this month.
What?
Yeah, the foot stamp over there in the corner.
Oh yeah. I like them as it kind of looks like
a map.
Well, I was talking about a pork chop.
Oh, okay. But it also looks like a pork chop. That's what murdery thing was happening in the barn. Bye, Carrie. No worries. Thanks for hanging.
Alrighty. Leave that alone for a little while.
I hold it up into the technology so they can really appreciate all the little things that are happening there.
These are getting nice and stiff. They used to be really floppy, but now they're not.
Layers and glue, y'all. I just think it's so cool. A lot going on, but I think that's fun. You had fun with the stickers.
I did.
Especially on this one. Yeah, I was checking out that mushroom that was added.
I know. I just thought the same thing, Mariah. Oh, that wasn't there a while ago. Where'd that come from?
What are you doing with this mushroom? Is that edible? Oh, hey, Violet. She says, she's laughing about the pork chop. She's like, that's so cool. I saw the comments with the tail.
All right, that's done. Now, what other one was I wanting to work on today?
Yeah, you got 45 minutes.
Oh, we can do all kinds of things in 45 minutes. Okay, now on this one,
Ooh,
I really kind of like the
She's
white.
taken over one book of the stickers. I just want y'all to know that.
So I'm really, I don't want to do anything to this. So, you know, it's like you don't have to if you don't want to.
Right.
And then I think this side is really wonderful.
Love it.
I don't know that it really needs anything. I think it's good like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I might have Mariah nip these edges.
Okay, you want me to do that?
With the nipper. Well, it's not wet. Wet nippering is not advised.
Don't nip it while it's wet.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm trying to remember, did I move those or keep them?
All right, now you all saw what happened yesterday, but there's some additions here. I didn't have the hand on here earlier, did I? Because I hadn't cut them out yet.
That's right.
So I added this, and I think this is really, really super nice. I like it. And I don't know what that is right there, but we'll take care of that. I guess it was on the page. Sometimes the glue, it doesn't take watercolor.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, if you are a heavy gluer and I think it blurges out.
That's a heavy gluer situation there, which I will have to take and just use a little marker on.
I was going to say, the alcohol ink markers work well for those little situations like that.
And I'm just going to kind of give this a little,
here you go.
Because I'm not crazy about that.
Yeah, that looks good. Bye, Anthony. Thanks for hanging.
Bye, Anthony. I have been checking out your stuff. If I needed anything, you know, I wished I needed some of your stuff, but I don't need any more stuff.
We're trying to get rid of stuff.
Yeah. We
That's
pay
where we're
an
at
exorbitant amount of money each month to storage, which, as Van said, we probably bought that stuff over and over again. And I really, 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 really want this to be kind of
messy
and maybe a little bit murdered.
Yeah, all those earlier streams were without glasses, and I don't think I wore much makeup, if any, in those earlier ones, for sure. Thank you. You know, Brad was just like, well, you know, we have you have all this content, and sometimes, you know, a lot of the newer folks that have come around to the channel haven't seen it, and it may not be recommended for some time or whatever, but then if we re-upload it as a video, then we get kind of another round out of it, and new people could see it as well. Hi, Sophia. Oh, I hope everything's okay. Here you go. Lots of people enjoying. Yeah, that's, you know, it makes me sad, but you know, it makes me sad, as it should, because that's the.
You know, this is not the end all be all, but you know, just that little bit. I don't know.
It's finishing work, yeah.
Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so what's our time here?
39 minutes.
39 minutes. So, howdy do. I don't know whether to start on that because we know it's going to require a whole lot more stuff going on here. I do have some. Let's let this dry. I think that we're getting some.
Okay, well, that's good, yeah.
Let that dry. Let's bring this over here because I wanted to share with you some of the quotes and whatnot. And the quotes kind of, determine what your imagery is going to be. Sometimes, and then sometimes it's the other way around.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mariah wrote, you need to check this because when I read this, I think there's some words missing from this.
I told you I'm not good at transcribing it, especially when people are talking.
Yeah, and I like the shorter version, even though we didn't know where it came from.
Right.
Seek first to understand and then to be understood. It's an ancient Chinese proverb. Came from one of those things you crack open. Fortune cookie.
Those things.
There's a crack in everything. We already know that one. We've already don't handicap children and the singing pig and those we've already got.
Yeah, I know. You have. We need to have Paula do it. She's a professional.
Okay, here we go. But I have another idea for this one, and I'm not going to do it today because it requires some prep work. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Do like that. If you can make people believe in absurdity, you can make them commit an atrocity. Voltaire. And I have this written down on the back of, okay, this is really funny.
Yeah, because I'm finding little pieces of paper and things, and, we keep them, and she writes things down, kind of like, I like that she has them all in a little book now.
I do, and I've got a backup book because I'm running out of pages here. But this is kind of nice because it doesn't take up much room here. So I've always got it. I can grab it, pardon me, hide in it, okay? So I found this card from Mariah in one of the bigger watercolor journals where we were starting to make our pages. And so this was written on the back of the card that she gave me for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago. Family is where we learn how to meet the world and a place to go back to when that world is hurtful. But I do not have I don't know who said that. But I just wrote that it was on the back of a birthday card from 3022. Civil disobedience becomes a sacred duty when the state has become lawless or corrupt. Mahatma Gandhi. Nothing is impossible to a determined woman. There is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. And that's Amanda. This other one was Louisa May Alcott, Amanda Gorman. Hope is a woman who has lost her fear. Alice Walker. The truth is, most of us discover where we are headed when we arrive. I thought that was a good one. So we need to think what we have as far as imagery here.
Yeah. I got the other 2 books here.
Okay.
I took this from Izzy. She never used it the way that it was supposed to be, but it has lots of just rando little objects, which is kind of fun. And then it has some of them like have different colors around them, which is pretty cool. Like, you know, here, there's just a page that got torn out.
Oh, I remember this. We used to get things off of here, and
she never used it the way that the book was supposed to, which is fine. Like, actually, kind of preferable.
There's a shape,
but it's nice that it has like a little color thing. So if it did fit, you don't. Yeah. You know, you can cut it out, but not.
Okay, I don't think that particular page is.
No.
All right, now over there in your markers.
Yeah.
Do you have something that is opaque and very light?
Yeah. I mean, what in particular do you want?
Like chalk marker, because I want to write on the paint.
Well, yeah, all of the acrylic markers will probably work that way. I also have my very fancy silver marker.
I don't want silver. I want either cream or white.
Well, here's the el problemo with those. You may want to just do a little dot test because they're really tricky.
Tricky, she says.
The thing is like you almost have to go over it multiple times, but then even then on top of paint, it will move the marker.
None of this is sounding very good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and I need something dark here, so.
If you do it just right, do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I see. It's already.
It kind of fades out, or you have to get it thick in order for it to really show up.
Yeah. All right.
Or you need to go with one of the other colors where you may not get as much, you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, okay, so here's what I was thinking also. I could take and make that one white is probably almost inky.
Or, you know, have you treated that with your watercolor grounds? Well, that's good. You might try the Stabilo. You know.
Oh, you mean the little crayon thing?
No. Oh, well, that probably would work too, but these.
Oh. I never remember if these are.
Yeah, you got to get the ball rolling. Because they're rollerball, kind of.
Well, it's kind of, you know, I don't know that it's. What the heck?
What the heck?
Well, of course, immediately when I move someplace else, it's not writing. I think it's too slick.
That's why I asked if you had the Hody Do on there. Do I have one of the shorty? Oh, here. Now, the key to this is what I have found. If you make a puddle, you need a little, you know, area where you make a puddle, because it's almost like using a dip pen. You're better off having a puddle of it off to the side there to dip in than hoping it's coming out of the, you know.
Well, my problem is I need a dark piece of paper.
I got something for you. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Seems like a bit much. Here's that.
All right. I think we can. I think we can do this.
Oh, hi, Lorraine. No, mine doesn't squeak. All right, so the Posca, very fine tip. It's been the winner. But still, it comes with its complications. Oh, on the replay? Because, yes, it was my older chair. That's hilarious.
What?
Paula's husband was always like, because remember my squeaky chair, and that it would also then, like, lose its air, and all of a sudden I'd be like, boop. Yeah. It's good time. Bye, Fran. Thanks for hanging. See, now would be the time where I'd, pump it and dip it. Pump it and dip it. I got another one over here too if you need another. I should take the bigger, the bullet point one or bullet tip nib and just dump the ink in those because I actually like these. Use them more often. Need to dip it. Yeah, the Sharpie ones work nice. Again, though, with the white, it's the hardest one to get to, like, be consistent and have the paint come out. Well done.
Alrighty. So then we just need to, find some appropriate imagery.
Some visuals.
Some visuals to go with that quotation there. And yeah, that worked pretty darn good. Now that's going to be permanent now that it's dry, right?
Yeah, you may come back in. Here would be because you already treated the surface, and this is true even like on top of paint. You probably want to come back and seal it, just because after a while, especially for a page, it will be rubbing against.
Mm-hmm.
It will wear. So you want to seal it in. Especially if you spend all that time writing that out. All nice.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm really, or this dude with the...
Need like a ship. Ship would be cool.
Where we're headed. Yeah, okay, but I've got a polar bear. I've got a polar bear with ice skates on that I'm feeling very inclined toward.
That?
I can just get the bugger going the right way.
And now that's the tricky part too.
See, here we are.
They offer them up in both directions.
And his scarf is just working wonderfully.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Ship or bear? Let us know.
Bear with skates on.
Yes.
He's looking very determined.
But you won't know until he gets there.
That's right.
That's right.
I think that's a good one, don't you? I mean, it sort of makes me chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
ask questions. And of course, we need to now I need to clean that stuff up.
Oh, and you know, we do have those chocola ones. I totally forgot about that. I think we need to move those, because see, they used to be right behind P, which they were in a stuffy hole anyway, so it was like, you know, even though they were conveniently situated,
Stuffed.
they were also stuffed, behind stuff. I need to bring those markers over here.
Okay, now I'm not going to get too, I want to do some stuff to the,
Mm-hmm.
and this white, I don't like it so much.
Well, I can fix that.
Well, I think I can fix that once it dries. I can do the edge here and do this at the same time.
Who could fix it better?
I have some ideas here, and if I screw it up, I'll hand it to you. And you can,
Fantastic. I love this.
you can
Yeah, fix it. He does look really great on that, and I think that
I think it's
it's funny.
Fun. Stuck it back in there.
Oh, nice. Oh, thanks for putting that in there, Mo. We do like the chocola markers. Very reasonably priced, or at least they used to be.
Yeah, but the problem is my little ones already threw it away. It was done.
Yeah. You got to use them.
Okay, I love that.
A lot of funky junky, Joyce.
Then we're going to let this completely.
P has covered the pages in watercolor grounds. That's the clear watercolor grounds. So now she's coming back and just kind of doing little tweaks here and there to them. Put down some other new stickers. Just wrote out a quote. And doing some watercolor wash and
washy stuff in here. And you know, and I think partially is just, you know, to kind of get some stuff on the page. And you don't even necessarily have to
it doesn't have to be something.
It doesn't have to be something. It can just be a wash.
Painty marks.
Painty, you know.
Swishy bits.
Swishy bits.
Yeah. It needs a good swish.
And a lot of times, what you know, when I'm doing this, and I do think the reason that you want to go ahead and put your ground down, 2 reasons. It's going to make your paper more resilient. What are you laughing about?
That was just Eddie.
Eddie?
He said Swishy Bits was his name in gym class. That's before he became a king.
Well, we all evolve.
That's right.
Live long enough.
Guess that's a good thing.
All right, so I can bring. Did we already talk about this? And you watched me put Ruth down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is what happens a little bit on this paper when you put a water-based surface on it. It has a tendency to roll.
Curl.
Roll up. But it's not to worry about, okay?
Roll
All
up.
right. So I think what we're going to do here on this side is we need one of my quotations.
You got 20 minutes.
Let's look in my book here.
Mm-hmm.
That one's too long. There were some of these in here that Kuchisabishi. I had a Kuchisabishi attack
We ate popcorn.
I really wanted cookies.
We ate popcorn. Those are some really nifty little pages there you got.
I know, aren't they?
Yeah.
Belief gets in the way of learning. I like that.
Yeah, I think that seems appropriate.
I think that is absolutely appropriate. Since this opens up like this, and like I said, we don't know if it's going to be
oh, look, I found a ribbon. But you know what? It's not a blue. The first prize should be a blue ribbon. That's the first prize is a red ribbon. That's not right.
no.
Well, we can change that.
Okay, I want to and I don't know here, but you know, I'm gonna make it work on the other side.
Break on through to the other side.
So, what I have here is I have just a regular old marker, and I'm going to use it as a calligraphy marker.
Calligraphy. Bye, Sophia. Thanks for hanging.
All right, where are my? I found them the other day.
Boo, boo, boo. Sorry, I'm doing surgery on this ribbon.
Okay, I want that, but
You have to put this on the pig.
I'm moving my thing around and I can't.
Yeah, I'm doing things too. I mean, everybody knows the first prize is a blue ribbon. Hi, Yomin. How are you? Oh, beginner announcement. All right. She really does have, well, and she also knows how to calligraphy. She's got skills, y'all. Did you take like calligraphy, or did you? Was that just something that you? I can't. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
And it was at UNC, and it was just I took weaving and calligraphy from the same woman, and I loved her. She was wonderful. Okay, I love that.
Here, for the pig. Look at that. You gotta bring the pig back.
All right, where's Piggy? Piggy, Piggy. Oh no.
You're gonna need glue for it because I also handled it and trimmed it up because it had a lot of margin around
where
it.
do I want to put it?
I think around its neck. Or up in that one corner. In the top left corner. Yeah, there. Yes. Mm-mm. No. Maybe. Yes.
I think so. It kind of, it's
Yay.
yay! Thank you, Mariah.
You're welcome.
I think it's just those little details like that that just really, they just make it. I don't know that we need anything back here. I just love what Freddie said to whomever.
What?
I wish I knew a whole flock of girls just as smart as you. Now, we got any flocks?
I was just about to say we
got
need a
flocks.
flock.
Flocks. We need flocks. And then this is Dear Jimmy something. You are a very sweet and cute girl. It's been very nice living in Jane's house with you. I'll never forget Rusty, your secret love. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that secret.
That. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, like, you're going to have to create a flock of birds here, but that's not really true, because maybe I can find... Okay, all right, just thinking about the background there. Hold on.
Yeah, and here is the thing I can use over on this page, something to do with the flock of birds business going on here. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to continue looking for when you wet these, sometimes you have to reestablish your crease.
Okay, so I remembered this from yesterday. It's just a little, you want some of them birds? And I've already cut out this, and so this should be more than enough flock to deal with. No, you don't like that?
Well, they're smushy. Not swishy. They're smushy. I think they make a great background, but see, I've already got a background. Were there any birds in Edward? Did Edward? Oh, he does have
birds.
He's got a bird here. I'm not sure.
Well, that ain't a flock. One bird don't make a flock.
One bird don't make a flock. So, I just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Have anything appropriate for that flocking business. I'm going to send you to the back of the...
I'm going to the nerd.
Yeah.
I'm going to go show my book.
I guess I could just take all three of these.
Yes. 3 birds, I think, would, at least give you the idea
flock.
That a flock may be appearing.
And I think see the yellow birds on the yellow page is not.
Oh, Hey, here, look.
Oh, holy cow! Now that's some birds.
Is that? Do you want that, or are they still too smushy for you?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm not ripping it out unless you want it.
I don't think I want it.
I'm judging you for that.
Yeah. Oh, I've got this one. He's not flock. He doesn't have a flock.
The thing about these books is that it's more about like people. So
I do remember in this one book there was a wonderful
flock.
Well, it wasn't a flock, but it was crows.
Well, that's a murder. It's different.
Let's see, there's a. But I could just, put all these birds in here.
Yeah. Mixed birds.
Next birds. I mean, I've got swan.
I'm looking at swan. It's a Happy Gilmore quote there, I think.
Because I could put this big bird on this side. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. We're
just do it, Patricia.
Talk about it anymore. Let's be careful when you're yanking these things out of here. If they have little parts that are kind of delicate, like feet. It's like those kind of stencils.
Just slop them off and draw them back in. That's kind of like how Carrie does with butterfly, antenna and whatnot. I think that's brilliant. It's really,
Fortunately, these birds are all going the right way.
You could just draw some some Bob Rossi kind of birds, just little whoop whoop.
V-birds?
B-birds. Not B-birds, but B-birds. A flock of V-birds.
One nice thing about, this whole business with the bird business is if you don't like it, don't glue it down till you get them all going here and then.
Mixed birds, one short of a flock. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. See, she gets it.
And see that little bird right over there, so everybody gets the idea. These birds are. Gosh, just about pulled off her little tufted tail.
Oh, I don't know. Drawing tails back on. Becky. She's not a lover of the grease. Love grease. Love it so much. I love them all. I love it. That's a flock of birds. It's a mixed.
Mixed bag of birds.
Mixed bag of birds. What we're calling it. This flock sometimes just gotta make up your own flock.
You have to read this in order to understand, what the birds have to do with anything.
Yes.
Which, I think that's all wonderful because it provides this little bit of ambiguity here.
She loves some ambiguity, y'all. We've even named streams after it. There's a video for that.
Really? It's one of the things I used to teach my children.
There might even be more than one. I try not to overuse it.
I think that learning that everything isn't just black and white and that interpretation.
It's a bird convention. They're deciding if they want to become a flock. No, Becky, we still love you, but yeah, that you know, Gia is not a fan of the musicals either. Depends on which ones, but I do love a musical. Bye Bye Birdie was one of my favorite ones.
I like the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Love the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I've watched that many a time. And then the Pirates of Penzance. Is that right?
Pirates of Penzance.
That's where she does the. As a kid, I was like, that is amazing, and I need to learn how to do that. And I think I tried to do it a lot and probably drove my parents crazy. I think she's having flashbacks right now.
Because he does that crap.
She does, but hers is more of a weird kind of dolphin thing. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. We've got our flock. Oh no. Well, of course, that little tail had to be over on.
Oh, and then the rock. But you like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, don't you, Becky? It's just like not musical thing. It's just that particular.
Oh no. Well, I guess that little bird's just gonna stay right there on the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, but like Gia doesn't. Oh, so like no musicals at all. Okay.
It's sweeter as the years go by.
Especially with your flock.
Okay, that seems to be sticky. I love the bird. Look at the bird.
Oh, we got 2 minutes. Okay, look at that.
Whoa.
How time flies. Took her a second. Just a little delay. I love the layout here, though.
Now, see, that's how it's going to be.
Here, why don't you, hey, leave that open like you had it there. I'm going to turn us off for just a second. Love that, because that's a nice little flat lay, and who's it, what's it?
Oh, yeah, well, it is. It does. It looks really good.
Yeah. Fill that one spot there with the black strip.
This one should be over here.
There you go.
It's headed that way.
Perfect. Oh, I love that. I'm going to screen grab that.
Yeah, and can you just superimpose my head and make me look really thin and young?
I can use our usual faces. Or here I can screen grab you. And no, I'm not doing all that work. I got other things I need to.
Okay. All right. Let me grab some other. I'll grab old. What's her face over here in the hamburger?
It's roast beef.
And I think we've done enough, different stuff to this that I can show this again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it all looks very busy.
Oh, are you laying that out there too, or are you holding that up?
I'm holding this up.
Oh, you didn't want to do the flat lay? Okay.
Well, I think you can do the flat lay if you want to.
Well, that's for after. We usually take that picture after.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We love you.
Like a long haul.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Mañana.
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging.
Whoa.